Thus, Vageesh Shastri ji, a famous, renowned name in the world, and also we have also a great pleasure that he is from Varanasi. Sir, you have come in our conference, international conference, organized by School of Management Sciences. How is your experience?
I have seen your institute well versed, many departments of teaching, computer, etc. So I am impressed with this institution, and this conference also really impressive. This heading of subject very impressive, and it catches modern problems, because in modern age many corruptions, and these corruptions are not to avoid through agitations, through rules of government, not through religions. So we should think in other side, not to religion, simple, not to hathyoga. Hathyoga is related only physical practices, not mental. So how to improve mental factors? So I realize this your conference.
In fact, sir, we organize this conference in order to search the way, and spiritualism, or you can say spirituality, has been considered as a we are finding under spirituality the way to surmount global management crisis. How do you define spirituality?
Spirit, psychic. Mostly in Western countries, people believe, philosophers think this is psychic. Psychological thoughts, as C.G. Jung has written in one book, Philosophy, Psychology of Kundalini Yoga. Have you seen? No. First of all, he threw light about the spirituality. How to create energy to improve our mental activities, wisdom, as Einstein explained, the place of energy, unified field. What is unified field of this cosmos? He was searching for many years. First of all, he thought that may be black hole, unified field, where from this world appeared. But after he thought, what is unified field of our body? And this, his thought, was caught by C.G. Jung. He was disciple of Freud. And Freud only thought about sexuality. C.G. Jung did not accept So he was thinking how to remove mental diseases, mental trauma. Hallucination. And after, in European countries, they opened parapsychology. Parapsychology. Which diseases do not come under mental thoughts that are beyond mind. It is called parapsychology. And Jung, in search, came to Varanasi. And he studied Kundalini. So improvement of spirit, which is connected to absolute. Our body is like a temple. Who are common people, for them, people build temples, mosque, church, synagogue outside. Who are advanced, for them, body is temple. Inside, spirit are sitting. That is goddess. How to awaken this goddess? So when this goddess is not awakened, we are half and half. When goddess awakens and goes to meet super consciousness, then we become complete. We become superhuman men. So our spirituality, real spirituality, to make people superhuman beings.
So, is it so easy? It doesn't look so easy that a man can become superhuman being, and if he is superhuman being, then he can be spiritual. So it is very difficult. It looks very difficult.
No difficult. I teach thousands of people. I taught thousands of people in this way, and they have written their experiences. When this energy awakens and move to our crown, so many cells we have in our brain, cells open, different new thoughts we can find, different ways, in different streams we can use our energy.
We are finding a solution which is happening due to economic problems arising throughout world in the name of globalization. And in many countries the economic system has flopped, the people are suffering. We say we are finding the solution through spiritualism. Is it possible?
Possible. 100%. As I told you that we improve our this internal energy and open ourselves. Practically I am teaching for 18 years and 8 books published in English, Sanskrit, Hindi, Russian.
In Russian?
Yes. Several followers. But I am not making publicity, this and this. The solution is there because this crisis, because of selfishness and greed. this crisis comes. So we should control our selfishness and greed. Greed, no end.
No end of greed.
Selfishness makes us limited.
Limited thinking, limited everything.
Everything limited. So we are going away from selfishness, then we become wide and wider. How to use this greed for development of society, development of nation? Many ways are there, channels. And selfishness producing egotism. So many thorns are there on the way of this. So we should remove these thorns. Then we can develop. We remove this crisis, worldly crisis. Everywhere same this crisis. Agitations are now in India. All people are thinking about this. Not only management in the universities, in the colleges, industrial institutes, everywhere this spread. But it is difficult to remove through educations. Through normal education, as education has been given now. So in three ways we can remove this crisis.
There is the crisis. Definitely I will ask this question because you are going to give the answer. Because yesterday we asked a question to Mahesh Bhattji, and he is a famous film director. Same question was asked. He said spirituality is not at all saleable. So you don't find the reasons, you don't find the answer through spirituality, the problem which is propping up here.
See, many years before, thousands years before, spirituality were raised up. Spirituality and materialism, two ends. So you can't join spirituality with materialism. Both connected together, then work.
Then work.
Yes. Body, materialism. Mind, wisdom and soul, spiritualism. Every person has the two factors. Don't go away. Body is unconscious. Soul is conscious. Both are together. Soul can't make anything alone. And body is unable to make anything alone. Both together. Combination. So Mr. Bhatt, any person, they are unable to think about spirituality.
You also raised one important point regarding Kashi, where we are, we also call City of Light, that if spiritualism is existing in Kashi, most of the people try to say so, then what about the sufferings? There must not be any sufferings in Kashi. What's your opinion?
Suffering in which meaning? Suffering in
no
financial
poor and the
financial
problems.
state, suffering in financial state or in other direction. I told you, financial direction different. As I told you, materialistic is different, spiritualism different. As body, materialism. Soul, spiritualism. Both come together. So both connect together. And spiritualism dependent upon Guru. If people do not come to learn, to practice under Guru guidance, they can't improve spiritualism. So few people can come. Spiritualism is not like hathyoga, and every person can teach spiritualism. Hathyoga can teach only physical positions, does not belong to mind and wisdom and soul. So from long time, spiritualism, this Kabir Das went to Guru Ramananda and he became enlightened. So this way to find spiritualism, it is not factor that people live in Varanasi, Kashi and they become all spiritual. Spiritual not like money. You earn money in any way, truthfully and untruthfully, and become rich. Therefore I told you both are different. Materialism this way, spiritualism other way.
So in fact, when we talk about spiritualism, one has to separate it from materialism. Otherwise, it would not be spiritualism.
When both together, then improvement comes.
Okay. When spiritualism and materialism come together?
Balance.
Okay.
Then improvement.
In the present time, like the masses are aspiring for everything, luxurious goods, needs, and now they have a very poor conditions due to this. So how one can give a solution through spiritualism? How one can attain spiritualism? This is a very fundamental question.
Poor people?
For everyone, poor as well as rich.
So, as I told you, they should search real preacher, real guru. He is enlightened.
Where are they? Where are they?
People search, they find.
No solution to search them.
Yes, they are completely eager. They can find dream. This is spirituality. People come to me running.
Okay.
So how they understand me? From Russian country they are running. They publish my book in Russian. Yes. Every direction people come to me. Now 4 countries people came with me. They are my students. Sanskrit student, Kundalini Yoga.